Today we're going to take a look at another Google Assistant powered speaker. This is the Zolo Mojo speaker by Anker. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. And for those of you that have been to my channel before, you know that this is the #1 source for Google Home material. And today I'm going to introduce you to a brand new product. So before, I've shown off the Google Home and the Google Home Mini, which are all a part of the Made by Google family. Well, today I'm going to show off a new speaker which uses the same type of tech, the Google Assistant that is built into the speaker, but this one is made by Anker. And so this is a part of the Zolo brand, and this is called the Mojo speaker. So they'll have other speakers come out later, but this one will be coming out near the end of the month. And if you would like to pre-order it, make sure you check the link below. Now, taking a look at the box here, we have the information that the speaker is powered by Google Assistant. It is voice activated and very similar to all the features I've shown you before. It has Bluetooth capability and it has far-field tech so that it can hear you from a very far distance. Here in the back, we also show that it has Google Assistant built in. It has the far-field voice control, the streaming music via a Bluetooth connection, multi-speaker synchronization, and then you get this all set up by using the Google Home app for Android or iOS. This will work with 2.4 or 5 gigahertz networks, and this does have Chromecast built in. So what that means is you can go to Chromecast supported apps on your phone, like Google Play Music or Spotify. You can click the cast button and it will see this speaker sitting there, and then you can play your music right from your phone onto this. Of course, this also has Chromecast built in, so you can just use it as a voice activated speaker and tell it to play your music. So let's unbox this, see what's inside. So right here in the box, we have the Zolo Mojo speaker. Here we have the power cable, very similar size of cable to the Google Home Mini. It has a really nice long cable, about 4.5 feet. And then it has the instruction manual here that talks about how to get it set up with Bluetooth, but we'll go into that. Now that we've plugged it in, we first need to go into the Google Home app on our phone to get it all set up. And if you haven't seen that before, you can check out my video about the Google Home Mini where I run through that whole process on how you can get it set up. But I have already gone in through this speaker, got it set up, and now we can use it. So let's take a look at the hardware and what is on this device. So here you have the 360-degree speaker there. That is a 5-watt speaker that has the extra bass sound, maybe compared to the Google Home Mini. We'll do some comparisons. Here on the front, you have the mute speaker. So if you ever want the speaker to not be listening to your voice, you just press that.
The mic is muted.
It will then mute it, and up here at the top, you have these icons that will show that it is currently being muted so that it can't hear your command. So then I press it again, and it turns that off. You can brighten up the lights on the Mojo by holding down. And then if you hold down on the front, that will lower them. Up here at the top, we have the 2 far-field microphones. And then on the top, we have touch control. So if you swipe to the right, that will increase the volume. Swipe left, that will decrease the volume. So you can see it there. And then on the back here, you have the Bluetooth button. So if you want to instantly connect to Bluetooth, there you can see when I hold it down, it then puts it in pairing mode, and then you can go in and pair to this device. You can also activate the Bluetooth via voice commands. And then here you have an indicator on the bottom showing that it is turned on. So now that we've taken a look at the hardware, that is the majority of the difference between other Google Home devices that I've shown you. So I can now ask it any questions by using the voice commands. I can say, "Hey Google." There you can see at the top it has activated. On this device, you do have the touch to play and pause. So that's something that was removed on the Google Home Mini. So when you activate the speaker, you still use the same commands. You can say, "Hey Google," or "Okay Google." So then this does have the touch controls on the top. So if I tap, it will cancel the command. And then if I'm playing music, I can tap to play or pause as well. So let's try a few things. "Hey Google, what's my name?"
Your name is Tech with Brett.
So pretty simple. "Hey Google, play my YouTube playlist."
Would you like that to play on Chromecast Ultra?
No.
No problem. Your Google Play Music playlist called YouTube. Here you go.
So pretty good sound that it outputs. "Hey Google, turn it up all the way." So there you go, that's full volume. "Hey Google, set the volume to a 4. So there you can see that the microphones actually worked really well. When it was on full volume, I still was able to activate the Google Home. Of course, here you can then just do the touch commands and that will work. If I want to pause it, I can just tap on the top and that will pause it. Now, one of the things that it did say is, do I want to play this on the Chromecast Ultra? So with this, you can also play videos right to your Chromecast. So this will work with your Netflix or YouTube videos. Anything that's supported within the Google Home app video section, you can play it to a Chromecast supported device. So is what I mean there is some devices have Chromecast built in, which you can't play Netflix on, but then this will allow you to play everything to the Chromecast. So like a Chromecast, Chromecast Ultra, those support all of the different features that it could do. So you can easily say, hey Google, play Tech with Brett on Chromecast Ultra.
Playing Tech with Brett from YouTube on Chromecast Ultra.
It will then automatically send that to the TV and it will start playing. With this having Google Assistant built in, there are so many things that you can do now. You can control your music as I've shown. You can control your videos. You can also set reminders now. So I can say, hey Google, remind me tomorrow at 8 a.m. to make toast.
Your reminder make toast for tomorrow at 8 a.m. is ready. Do you want to save it?
Yes.
All right, reminder saved.
So taking a deeper look at the Mojo speaker features, there's about 40 different major things that the Google Assistant will do in these types of speakers. And when I went through this list, there are only 2 that work differently than like the Google Home. One of them was hands-free calling. So right now at this time, hands-free calling is not supported, but it should be coming out later. And the other one was reminders. So when I set a reminder, it didn't actually show the notification light over here on this speaker. But other than that, everything worked great. I can ask for sports scores, recipes, facts. Even the new broadcast feature now works after an update. Your calendar, traffic, local guide, all kinds of different info on here. And yeah, so lots of things that the Mojo speaker can do. Now, if I want to pair this as a Bluetooth speaker, I can just say, hey Google, pair Bluetooth device.
All right. To connect, open Bluetooth settings and look for the device called basement speaker.
So there I can go in, find the basement speaker in the Bluetooth settings. So now anything that I play out of my phone will play on the speaker. So let's say I have an audiobook where I want to play it, but that is not supported with the Google Assistant. I can just go to that through the phone and then play it on the speaker. Let's check out how the Bluetooth audio sounds. So one of the really cool things about being connected via Bluetooth is when you control the Google Home, that will actually control your phone. So here, if I touch the top, that's actually just going to play and pause the music that we're listening to from the application. So then if I use the voice command, hey Google, next song, it's then going to skip to the next song on my phone, which is really cool. So that's how you use the Bluetooth with this. Let's take a look at the comparison of this between the Google Home Minis. So I've gone into the Google Home application and I created a group called Office Group so that when I play to that via voice, it will play the audio on both of these speakers at the same time. Hey Google, play my YouTube playlist on Office Group.
All right, playing your Google Play Music playlist called YouTube.
Okay, Google, pause. All right, so the sound actually sounds pretty good between both of them. So my final thoughts on the comparison between the 2 devices. So with the Google Home Mini, there are great updates instantly from Google. You have the latest features. I got broadcast as soon as it was available. I can call through it. And so you get all of that. Now, the one thing that I don't like on the Google Home Mini is you cannot tap the top to pause and play music. I find that very helpful. If I'm walking by, I can easily do that. Well, over here on the Mojo speaker, you do have that option. So I can easily tap and that will play the music. And then I tap tap again to pause the music. And then they do both have the touch controls to change the volume, so I can swipe. I kind of like the minis a little bit better. The touch sensitivity works great. But the speakers, they picked me up both really well, really easy to use. The addition of the button on the front for the mute is really easy. On the Google Home Mini here on the back, you have to swipe over to mute the Google Home Mini, and then holding down the Bluetooth, that's kind of convenient to be able to do that right here on the back of the Mojo speaker. So my final review of the Mojo speaker, there are 3 things that I look for in every video. The first one is, does the device work? Yes, this worked exactly as expected. It has Google Assistant. I was able to give it so many commands and it listening to me and playing music and doing all that. There were those few things that you couldn't do, like I wasn't able to do calling yet. So those features should be coming soon. The second one is it easy to use? Yes, you just use the Google Home app and you can go and connect it very easily, and it's user-friendly just using your voice. So you can say the 2 commands, the hey or okay, and then Google, and you can activate this, and there it goes. So it's a really good speaker. It knows that it's listening to you, and that worked really well. So the third part is the speaker worth it for the money? So right now this is about $59, and compared to the Google Home Mini, you know, we have the very similar speaker. This may put out a tiny bit more bass sound. It is nice that it kind of stands up instead of just shooting the volume up. You have it kind of more towards you. So I do really like that. But yeah, I would say this is a great product and you get the money's worth for the price. You get those extra benefits if you really want the touch functionality and some of those other things, like the Bluetooth button right there for a better user experience. So if the Mojo speaker is something that will work for you, make sure you check out the link below. They're doing some really great offers for those early adopters in this speaker. If you guys have any further questions about the Mojo, please leave a comment below. And if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe so that you can be notified of my new and upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.